Hi, and welcome to my third AMA, Ask Me Anything. So for the first few minutes, we'll just let people tune in, so I might just chat, but I'll tell you a little bit about how this will work. You're free to ask anything. Please keep it, family friendly. Yeah, you can type in your questions. It has got kind of busy in the past, so if you have a really pertinent, pressing question, you might do a super chat instead, and I will do my best to give those the priority. I'm just gonna change my settings a bit on here so I make sure I do see the messages. So yeah, so I think as soon as we get some people tuned in, we will get started. I apologize again for, what day was that? Sunday. I actually had a film gig, which was pretty exciting, and it went way longer than expected. I expected to be done by about 2 that day, and I was done a lot later in the afternoon, so it wasn't really, I didn't really feel like doing the AMA, and I was tired, and obviously the time had already run up, so that's kind of what happened there. But yeah, I think our other 2 AMAs were pretty awesome. I think the last one we did like 2 hours, or maybe a little longer than 2 hours. Someone maybe can check that check that for me, how long we went on that one. So yeah, if anyone wants to ask anything or say anything, if people want to chat in the chat, doesn't really matter to me. I'll do my best, pardon me, to answer those questions. I've just been kind of chilling out this afternoon, so just check to make sure. And just so you know, if you are in the chat, there's something called top chat, and then there's something called live chat. So if you do live chat, all of the messages are then visible. If you just do top chat, it just does, I think, sort of those messages from sort of the most users I get on here. And then there's a super chat option as well. So there's those 3 things. Yeah, thanks, Jerry. Yeah, the 24-day Prelude challenge was a bit over my head by the end of it. That was, it wasn't that the pieces, I mean, the pieces are hard for sure. It wasn't that, it was just the doing it every day. I mean, some of them I did 3 in one day to make up for it. It was a bit challenging with just making that and then recording and doing the video and uploading and all of those steps, and then, getting presentable, all of these things to, typing the info in, all of these little steps to promote that. So yeah, will you do a 24-day Rachmaninoff Prelude challenge? That'd be so fun. I played at least 2 of them, but that'd be fun. I think if I did it again, I would do more of a just a live stream every time, because again, most of the difficulty was in the processing of the video and just getting it ready to just upload. So that was a bit of work. My phone kept dying. I was running out of memory, so there's some technical issues. But yeah, a Rachmaninoff one would be really fun. I would definitely consider that. Maybe next summer or Christmas or something. I need a break from that daily stuff. It's also not the same. Just bashing through something and sight reading, it's not quite the same feeling as actually learning and working on a piece. So a little bit different, but it definitely was fun. And yeah, I've definitely had lots of good feedback, some bad feedback from people who I don't think understood what it was I was doing. So if you're not sure, you can always read the description, and I try to put things up in the community page. Okay, I've had 1 question so far. If you would like to ask a question, please type now. If anyone's watching this later, I know some people can't tune in always right with the live stream, but if you are watching this at a later date, you're always welcome to ask your question in the comments, and I will try my best. So cool, got some people typing in. Yeah, thanks, Jerry. I had went hiking one day, and there was this tunnel. It's basically under the highway. You have to go through it to get to this hike, and I just decided to sing in it and make a video. Luckily, there was not people around, so yeah, I think someone's writing a question. I wish this showed you when someone's typing. That would be cool. If YouTube is watching this, please let me know when people are typing. I also have my analytics running so I can see how many people are watching. It's kind of cool. So, and always, if you have the chance, go check out some of my old videos, maybe some you haven't watched before. Yeah, always feel free to share, etc. Okay, let's see. Big question here. Shreyas, is that how you say your name? What is your recommended way to improve the oral perception of your students? That is things such as melodic dictation, rhythm dictation, as well as sight singing. So how, basically like ear work. What I do and what I just sort of do naturally, because I am a singer as well, I usually just sing. Well, even if they're a piano student, I will sing with them as they're playing. Sometimes I get kind of annoyed, or I do my best to encourage them to sing along. Sometimes they don't. And then as they get older, we'll do actual ear exercises. I think it's just getting them aware of that. And even when they're little, you can get them to do things just with dynamics. They can be really small things, or you can play something and ask them to tell you what they hear. And yeah, it's usually a good way. Christian says, 12-day list transcendental etude challenge. That'd be quite fun. I would go insane if I tried that. I don't think I could get through one page, honestly. It'd be like me doing like chromatic fourths for 2 hours and just dying. So, do you have a boyfriend? Yes, I do actually. So, sorry, very taken. I'm sure you have answered it many times, but how long have you been playing? So I guess, I think my sort of anniversary of playing, I think was at the end of August. I think when I looked last year, I think last year was my 25th year of playing. So this will be my 26th, or I will have been playing for 26 years, I think, right about now, right about this time of year. So a long time, most of my life. I don't really remember starting, so pretty cool. Thanks. Nice one. Cool. Thanks everyone. Yeah, you can just fire away with the questions if you do have anything super pressing, or you want a longer answer. You can do a super chat. And I do have, I think everyone knows about it. I do have a Patreon channel. There is some extra secret videos that are not available on, well, they are on YouTube, but they're hidden. So there's secret videos on my Patreon channel. Yeah, there are also different tiers, and yeah, if you sponsor me there's some cool stuff that you can get. When is your birthday? My birthday's coming up in October. It's the 9th of October. And I was actually born on Thanksgiving of that year. So yeah, my birthday's coming up in about 6 weeks or so, which I'm pretty excited. Oh, and here come a bunch of messages. Aw, thank you very much. I stayed up till 3 a.m. to ask you that. Thank you. Must be obviously pretty late where you are. I'll try to sing along. But yeah, just getting people to, I think singing is just the easiest way to bring that awareness, because you can feel it in your body. I can this transcendental with my eyes closed. They're closed because it would be a dream. That's awesome. My brother's birthday. Yay, there's lots of October babies. Thanksgiving is in October in Canada. Yeah, it's usually the, I think it works out to like the second weekend, and we, most people generally celebrate it on the Sunday of that weekend. Some people celebrate it the Monday. So different. I know the American Thanksgiving is in November, and it's generally on like a Thursday. Someone can clarify which Thursday. So very different in Canada, and we don't do that like 2 p.m. dinner thing. That's very strange. We just do like a nice big dinner in the evening, kind of similar to Christmas or Easter, that kind of feeling. The date. Oh, great. Yeah, there's so many October babies. I don't know why that is. I know a lot of October babies, a lot of Libras. It's a pretty good month, very artistic. Oh. Cool, hopefully someone else has something pressing they would like to ask. Got a very flat Diet Coke going here. Nobody. I think this is kind of at a weird time. I know it's, what day is it? It's a Tuesday, like 2 p.m. This was the time I could do it. So I figure everyone's in crazy different time zones anyway, that no matter what I do, it's not convenient for everyone. So I just made it convenient for me so I can actually do this. Nothing else from anyone. Do you have an email address? Yeah, I can maybe message you after. Yeah, I can send you that info maybe later. I think there's a chat thing through YouTube. I'm obviously not going to post it just openly on here. So yeah, and yeah, I also have an Instagram page. So if anyone's interested, it's just my name, Taylor Winfrey. There was a spammy one that it was like a bot that sort of stole some of my info, so don't add that one. It should be just Taylor Winfrey, and I think I have about 7,000 followers right now, so if you can check that one out. That's also a great way to stay in touch. I post different stuff, some more day-to-day stuff. I also share some of my videos on there as well. Sorry, I'm just getting some notifications and they're not going away. There we go. Cool. So anybody else? Oh, and ma'am, what's the first motivation to continue this momentum through the Chopin Prelude Challenge? How did you keep the pace and continuity up? Nice question. It was actually suggested to me to do the challenge. I was like, oh yeah, it'll be easy. And the first few of those preludes are, I don't really like the word easy, but they're smaller, perhaps. I don't really like the word simpler either, but smaller and simpler. And I'm the kind of person, if I commit to something, I will definitely see it through. So I was like, I have to do it. Especially when you're broadcasting something out there, like on things like YouTube, if you say you're going to do it, you kind of have to follow through. It's just, yeah, so I just stuck with that, and I definitely wanted the challenge of doing it. Yeah, obviously, you know, the quality is that of sight reading, but yeah, it's kind of nice to show others what you can do with a little bit of motivation and stick-to-itiveness. I think some of the messages came through here. How is the weather there in Vancouver Island? It's actually really hot today. It's really sunny. You can kind of see I got some wasps coming in, which is not good. It's nice and blue skies, quite warm out. It's been kind of rainy the last few months, so this is, sorry, the last few weeks on and off, so this is really, really nice. I think it's going to be upward of even close to 30 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. There's a wasp coming in. Just give me 1 sec. I'm just going to go close a blind so it doesn't start flying in and stinging me. It's a little bit scary. Okay. So hopefully, little bug in there. Okay, sorry about that. I feel like every time I do an AMA, there's something flying in or flying into the window. I don't know why that is. Let me just see what I missed here. How did my gig go? My gig was really good. It was, I can't really say too much about it. It was for a new Canadian television show. It was basically a demo filming of that. So when and if I find out more about that, I can let you know what it was. It was pretty cool. I was actually the lead in it, and yeah, it was like a full day of that. It was really, really fun. Let's see. Everybody makes fun of me for hating wasps. I make fun of me for hating spiders. I hate wasps and spiders, so we're in agreement there. Cool. Thanks for the conversion. yeah, anything that can hurt you. And spiders here aren't necessarily poisonous, but they are terrifying. So I'm not a fan. But yeah, when there's a wasp in the house, I'm definitely not a fan of that. But unfortunately, it's too hot. So, do you have flexible thumb or hitchhiker's thumb? I'm not sure. I just have a regular thumb. Is there, like, I don't have the thumb that can go like here. Like, I don't have that. I just have a regular thumb. So, I mean, I have a pretty wide span, and just over time, like from practicing, you do get quite flexible. Actually in the hands, but I don't have any weird, sorry, it's not weird, but any sort of extra mobility in the joints, which I don't know if is necessarily a good or a bad thing. I think Rachmaninoff had that thumb joint issue, and that's another reason why his hands are so wide, because his thumb actually, like, I think it was Rachmaninoff, not dislocate, but it was just a wider grip there. So oh, I see some more people are signing on. I'm watching the analytics here too. If you catch me sometimes in the live streams, you see me looking back. I am usually looking at my computer screen, so. Today's just an AMA, so I'm not actually playing. I mean, I might play something at the end, I don't know, but I'm just gonna sit and chat, and I might be coming up with a little video to share later. I'll think about that. It's nice to just sit, and I don't often get to chat with everyone. So yeah, thanks again for tuning in. And as we have with the other live streams, I know people pop in and out, so I'll just keep it running as long as there are people in the room, so to speak, and it seems to slow down, then I will shut it down. But seems like we're doing pretty well so far. Again, you can ask anything if you want a few just starter questions. You're welcome to go for that as well. I'm just sitting here drinking flat Coke and avoiding wasps. So Rachmaninoff's hands could reach a 13th. Yeah, that's actually insane. I can reach a 10th. I can play a 9th. And I can easily play octaves. So yeah. So a 13th is like C to G. No, C to A. That's crazy. No, wait. C to C, 8, 9, 10. E, F, G. Yeah, C to A. It's like almost 2 octaves. That's actually insane. It's probably why these pieces are so hard. And for most of us, we just have to drop some of the notes because you just like physically cannot play them. You can't even roll them half the time. So it's pretty funny. Yeah, and if you haven't checked it out on my channel page, there's a community tab. And if you go on there, I occasionally ask little questions, or I just promote a certain video and that. So if you don't ever look at that, that might be something you check out from time to time. It's kind of like it's almost like a Facebook page kind of idea. And you can, I sometimes share little things. So I've seen harmonium yoga in your videos. How did that begin? And what impact did it have on your music? I ask, oh, you're from New Delhi. Cool. Yeah, so I've been a yogi for the last, I don't know, about 12 years. And then 2 years ago, I did my yoga teacher training. And I really always wanted to play harmonium as well. And I had tried it a couple of times. And then when I was at the training, one of my teachers there, she knew I was a musician, and I had asked at some point to try her harmonium, and she gave it to me. And of course, I could play the keyboard part. She had to show me how to pump it. They're all a little bit different too, just how to do the pumping action. And yeah, so I gave that a go, and that was obviously a fit right away. So I started sort of adding that in, and I sometimes bring my harmonium to the yoga classes I teach, and I offer some chanting sometimes and some singing. Yeah, it just feels like an extension all the things I already do, and I love playing it even just at home, just making some tones or just singing really simply. And yeah, I love playing it. If you've never looked up the history on the harmonium, I really recommend it. As far as I know, it was European, don't ask me which country, European missionaries who came to India, and they brought these as small organs to play and do their, Christian church services. And then people in India were like, oh, this is really cool. So it sort of got adopted and then adapted. I don't know quite if the instrument changed or how it changed. And then sort of has now crept back into Western consciousness, so to speak. So yeah, those are like really, 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 really awesome. So I do love playing that. Let's see. Any other instruments you can play besides the piano and harmonium? The only instrument I can play is the guitar, but at a very mediocre level. I can play ukulele at an okay level. I wish I played guitar. It always hurts my fingers. Like it just sucks. Yeah, basically any keyboard instrument. I have a piano, a harmonium. I have a accordion, which is kind of fun. I can also do like a bit of like percussion. Like I don't know, if someone shows me how to play a drum, I can do that. As well as I used to play clarinet, so I can play the recorder. Trying to think what else. I played French horn in grades 7 and 8, maybe. I can't really remember. I would not remember how to play that. If you put one in front of me, I have no idea. Yeah, so I played those guys. Yeah, and a lot of instruments I could figure out a little tune if I had to. But definitely keyboard instruments are the main one. Oh, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I know it's late in everywhere except the Western Hemisphere. So thanks for tuning in. If you are headed to bed or headed out of this, this will save after. So you're always welcome to tune back in. And if there is a pressing question you then think of, you're welcome to leave a comment in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer those. And yeah, there are a lot of comments on my other videos that I have not quite got the chance to reply to yet. There's a lot, so I do my best to work through those, and one day I'm going to sit down and reply to all of those, because I really like all the nice messages and kind words that people have to share. So thank you for those. I always want to take the time to respond, and people take the time to write to me. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Not really sure what that means. Oh, thanks, Jerry. Yeah, it's just hard, and as the channel grows, you get more and more comments. Excuse me. And as I was doing the Prelude Challenge, like all my energy for, working on this. I do work and teach and do other things in the day, have day-to-day life. So all my energy for my channel was just going into making the videos. So it's always hard. I'm never trying to be rude or, ignoring someone. It's just very difficult to respond to everything right away. So I do try my best, and I do read all of them, every single one. So at some point. So thanks as always for those. Yeah, if you have anything else to ask, you can fire away. I think some new people have just tuned in. I see the numbers have gone up, which is exciting. I think that bug is, oh no, it's flying around. Uh-oh. It escaped. I think there's a bunch of wasps coming in now. Oh no. Shoot. Okay, if you see a wasp coming toward me, just send a message, and then I will run away. They're really scary. Oh God. Get out of here. Oh my God. They're not very smart. They kind of just like fly into the window, yet not out the window that they just came in. Like, come on, guys. I don't know what kind. I don't know if that actually is a wasp or some kind of mud flyer. Oh God, there's 2 in here now. I think there might be 3. Well, that's exciting. Okay, I might go shut that window. So just give me a second. I'll be right back with the rest of your questions. Never fails, hey? That something will happen. Oh God. Nope. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it. Just let me know. I'm not gonna use. I don't think I can use really wasp spray in the house. I don't want to inhale it. But okay, I'm gonna just go catch that one. Feel free to continue the questions, and when I am back in one moment, I will reply. Oh my goodness. This is like my actual nightmare. I think they might be hornets. Give me one more second here. I'm just gonna shut this one, as well as shut the window. Jeez. Okay. It's angry. Oh my goodness. Okay, one sec, guys. Okay. That is the best I can do. So, sorry about that. Now it's a bit darker in here. I think they might be hornets. They're kind of black and white. So, I don't know where they're coming from. Okay. That is really funny. So, I went back. Ooh, they're like really scary. They have the legs hanging down. They're terrifying. Okay, I'm going back here. Thanks for waiting. Ectothermal puppy. Is slow practice something you recommend as a tool to improve playing? Yes, absolutely. Slow and word one of my teachers always used was deliberate, slow and deliberate. So yeah, every move, every action has a purpose. It also falls more into my yoga world. So yeah. Sorry, it's hard to track where I left off. Jerry, besides playing piano and singing, what are your hobbies on a daily basis? I like yoga, obviously, I do that. I like to read. I enjoy going for runs, and I go to the gym often. I really like to be outside, especially in summer. I've been trying to hit the beach. We live really close to a beach, just a short walk, like a ocean, or it's nice to swim in the lake, and yeah, see my friends and my family, all of those good things. Looks like it's time to close your windows. Yeah, so I got them trapped in behind those blinds, so, and I didn't quite shut the actual window, but I'll get that in a second. So it's always happens. Of course, I have a student coming over later, so we're gonna have to deal with these bugs. Don't kill them, they're just doing their job. I think hornets are not honeybees though. The hornet spray, thanks a lot. Also really challenging, motivating me a lot for my conservator. Oh, thank you so much. Shreyas, is that how you say your name? Can let me know. Cool. Yeah, thanks guys. And we have 7 people watching. This is cool. Promise not to laugh at me for the hornet incident. Some of the videos I saw was you on the island with a special piano you played. Yeah, so around my city, I live in Victoria, and always in the summer, they put the city, or I think it's through the city or the municipality, they put out different pianos, a lot of them on beaches and public areas. So I like to do some of those. There's a few in the beaches in my city, so I like to go to those. And I know they were out of tune and kind of terrible sounding, but it was still really, really fun. I have some from previous summers as well. If you go way back in my videos, there are some, they're not the same pianos. They do different ones each summer, and I think at the end of the summer, I believe they sell them off like for charity. I'm not quite sure what charity or what exactly it's for, but they sort of sell them as art pieces, and then money goes towards something. So favorite composer for me, it's between Chopin and Rachmaninoff. Yeah, I think for piano specifically, obviously I have been playing lots of Chopin. It's just so beautiful, right? It's like singing for the piano. Yeah, probably Chopin, or I really enjoy Beethoven to play, Bach as well. I think any of those biggies. It's really hard. It's a definitely common question I get, and it's a toss up between so many. But I think any of the biggies, and yeah, same with favorite piece. It's really hard to decide, right? Pick something. I'm just checking for bugs. I kind of want to leave that window open because I'm hoping that one guy flies out. It's so scary. Like, I don't know where they're coming from. It's terrible. I had some wasps a few weeks ago, and now there's hornets everywhere. Let's see. Ectothermal puppy. Do you ever get performance anxiety? And if so, how do you deal with it? That's a cool question because I definitely am a fairly nervous person, and I do perform more with singing and that end of things. But I think one of the reasons I haven't pursued piano as much as I would like to, in sort of a big way, so I get very, very nervous and I get that kind of anxiety. But by doing this channel and this YouTube channel, it's actually helped me to get over some of that. Obviously, the chance to record something and re-record it and put out there what you feel comfortable with is, makes it less scary. But yeah, it's just been a nice exercise to get over that fear, and just the idea of, especially the live streams, just putting it out there and chatting with people and just getting more used to being out there. It's been a really good way to sort of get over some of that. And yeah, as a kid and stuff, when I do performances, I mean, you just kind of have to suck it up and get over it. Go on stage and do it, right? It's terrifying, and I'm sure it's still terrifying for the best in the world. My favorite piece of all time is Rack 3, another place I only play in my dreams. Yeah, I really love Rack 3. I think I like Rack 2 better. It's just, I've had this conversation with some of my friends before. I just like number 2. I think number 3 is fantastic as well. I know it's like the biggie, but there's just something about the themes in number 2 that I just really, really love. So there's no right or wrong answer there. So let's see, Jerry. I was listening to Queen of the Night one night, and I said, "You can do it. It's an opera song, not Whitney Houston from The Bodyguard." Yeah, I've never sung. I mean, could fake it if I wanted to. I've never actually, worked on that aria. I'm not a soprano, definitely not a coloratura soprano, but that is a really, really, really fun piece, and there's some great performances of it on YouTube. I'm thinking I might put some more singing on my channel. I have some arias that I do sing that I'm trying to figure out a way to do it. I have a lot of trouble if I am playing the piano, sort of where to put the camera, because either it's like awkwardly from the side and then you're singing, but then you don't get to see the face, or it's sort of showing the face, but then the piano's kind of in the way. It's a really difficult thing. So something I'm kind of thinking about. The best would probably be to record the accompaniment first, and then actually stand and then have that playing, and then record all of it singing on top of it. I think that would probably be the best idea. I also really need a better microphone or microphones. It's just something else I'm working on with my Patreon channel. I'm hoping to get enough sponsorship there so that I can actually invest in, I mean, even just one step up from what I have with my iPhone would be really awesome, even just a microphone or a better camera, something like that. I might look at also renting one, I'm not sure, but something to just up my game just a little bit. I don't want to lose the charm of it just being in my home, but yeah. Why do you have Adam's apple in your neck? That's just called my larynx. I'm not sure that's a polite question. Everyone has a larynx. I'm not really sure why you're asking that. I think I might delete that question. That's kind of weird. Sorry. If anyone has any polite questions, feel free to ask. I get some weird stuff on here sometimes. Okay, if you see a hornet coming toward me, tell me, and I will run away. Do you take requests from your fans? Yeah, I do, and sometimes people suggest awesome stuff, even in chats like this, and I'm like, oh, that's a good idea, and I'll do it. Just because someone has asked something does not mean I will do it, obviously. I do have a level on my Patreon channel. There's a sponsorship level where you basically commission a video. I think I put something that's like up to 5 or 7 minutes or something. I mean, I'm not going to play a whole concerto, but you know, within reason and at my discretion as well. So that's an option. But yeah, if you do have suggestions, obviously I'm always open to those, and I definitely had some great suggestions from people. So yeah. Oh, that's on my Patreon channel. So if you go to Patreon and just search Taylor Winfrey, I meant to put the link below here. If you search Taylor Winfrey, it should come up. So how are things going with you and your boyfriend? That's a personal question. Things are going really well. We just had our anniversary the other day, and yeah, we had a really nice dinner, and then we had a really nice weekend, and yesterday we actually went to the spa. It was really, really nice. So had some really nice times, and yeah, it's really nice to have that time in summer as well. It's really beautiful out. So how many pieces do you estimate you have memorized? Because you know a lot of pieces. So my memory with music is not very good. Yeah, it's weird. It just kind of goes in one ear and out the other sometimes. But what was I trying to say? Yeah, it's a tricky thing memorizing a music. Like, obviously little pieces, you know, are in your head forever, and I could pick out a tune, but just you know, to play something at performance level from memory is, you know, basically the 1 or 2 or 5 pieces you're working on at any given time will actually be right there. You know, I don't have the time. I'm just gonna link the Patreon thing for you guys. I meant to do that, but I think I messed up something, so I'm just on my computer here as well. I don't know what happens when I log on to YouTube on 2 devices, but we'll find out, I guess. Yeah, I mean, if I had the time, you know, to be one of those people that have literally everything memorized, which would be exciting. Okay, I'm going to send you this link. Don't know what will happen if I log into this. So let's see. Good questions, everybody. Thank you so much. Okay, here we go. AMA round 3. So I'm just writing that. Looking for wasps. Uh-oh, all the questions are coming through. Okay, so I linked it. If you refresh this page, I believe it will work in the description box. It'll be down there. So it should be there. And then I'm also going to put it in the chat. I don't know if it like does this weird thing if I'm logged in here and I'm logged in here. Nope, I'm gonna be myself here. So I just linked that in the live chat and then in the description itself. So it's in 2 spots there. I meant to have done that earlier. So there it is. Cool, mine has a little crown. Okay. By the way, I've been to Vancouver, Richmond. Oh, cool. Nice. Yeah, it's a really, Eddie, where are you from? If you've been to Vancouver, but are you Canadian, or if you're from Washington, or do you have a favorite arrangement of Rachmaninoff's Vocalese? I don't know if I have a favorite one. I've played and done different ones. I think I've sang it as well. Yeah, it's a tough question. It's a beautiful melody. Can't think of any specific one. Oh wow, you're from Texas. Cool. You've been all the way to Vancouver Island. That's crazy. such a little place, all tucked away up here. Let's see. Besides Chopin and Rachmaninoff, what other music do you like playing? Like video game music, favorite artists, etc. Yeah, I do like some video game songs. Like I'd love to start doing some of those videos. I don't want to be too cliche. There's some other piano channels, and it's always like video game, which are great. Also, if I do too many things that are copyrighted, weird stuff can happen with the monetization. So I just have to be careful with copyright issues if I do things that are more modern. But yeah, I do love that kind of stuff. I love soundtracks like from movies, musicals, musical theater, opera, pop songs. There's definitely some pop songs I love to play and sing. So let's see. Sorry, I'm losing track of some of these messages. Cool. Is Canada a nice place to live? Yeah, it's really great. And again, I'm on the West Coast. It's very temperate here. So, I mean, it does get cold in winter, it snows, but it's sort of, you know, our temperatures here instead of other places of Canada where temperatures like this. So we're sort of nice and even, and it's really, really beautiful here in the summertime. And usually our winters really aren't that bad. It can get cold though. Oh, you're in the military in Seattle. Cool. Such a small world, honestly. So many people. I've been traveling sometimes, and people are like, "Oh, where are you from?" And I'm like, "Oh, Canada." And then you know, talk. And they're like, "Oh, Vancouver Island. I've been." You know, someone has some aunt who lives here. It's always happens. So, you're a Canadian, probably a Glenn Gould fan. Definitely. That's yeah. And in Toronto, part of the Royal Conservatory is the Glenn Gould School of Music. So, yeah, definitely. I don't really like calling people an inspiration, but you know, a icon, perhaps, is the word. I love Vancouver, yeah. So I'm on Vancouver Island, so a ferry ride away from Vancouver, but yeah, it's all kind of one area. You play Debussy Image. If so, any suggestions? I hate this. Oh yeah, because you're asking about the tutorial for that. I've sight read through it. I actually have the Debussy book somewhere around here. Ta-da! Let's see. Let's take a look. Image 153. Debussy is just really hard, and I've never really gotten into it. I've definitely played, you know, some Debussy on my exams. Clair de Lune, all that. Okay, let's see. Oh, I must have started learning this at some point because that's what the Post-it is. I was probably like 17 or something. Are you asking about these 64ths? Because those are brutal. Like 64th notes with 13 in a beat. Like, how do you even begin to sort that out in your head? So yeah, it would be fun. I'd love to start to learn some different music, just get out of my comfort zone a little bit more. Okay. Hi from Colorado. Oh, I just want to say thanks. Thank you very much. That's from Jacob A. So welcome. Thank you. Do you like sports also beside music and playing the piano? Yeah, those 16s are brutal. I'm not a super sporty girl. I'll go to games and stuff. Like I'll go to baseball games, hockey games, that kind of stuff. But I've never played sports. I'm not that good. I think I would be. I don't know. I'm more into fitness. Like I do yoga and gym and running and these things. Play tennis sometimes, those kind of little sports, but I think contact or really terrifying is not my thing. But I will go to a game and like hang out, but not really my jam. I also get worried about my hands and like falling or getting hurt, so that's that's something that I always want to do. I'm just really terrified now that my house is full of hornet wasp things. Like I have a student coming over and I don't know what I'm gonna do before she gets here. What is the best advice you heard or can give to aspiring musicians? I think with anything, I think the best advice is to just keep trying. I don't be like, oh, cliche, like don't give up. Like that's kind of cheesy, but just the idea of continuing. Yeah, and it's kind of like you do you kind of idea. Like, someone says like, oh, that's stupid, or like you just have like a dumb YouTube channel or something. It's like, well, like I'm kind of doing what I want to do, and you kind of have to just let your own sparkle shine. And just keep with it. And if it's something you love and it's something you enjoy doing, then why not? So don't worry about what other people say. That wasn't a very good sound bite, but it wasn't a specific quote, but I think it's really true, and that goes for anything, not just music or not just sports. So, yeah, anyone else have any pressing questions? These are great. Like, keep them coming. I have lots of time. Well, not all day, but I still have lots of time. That's why I scheduled it for this time. If you have any tips of not getting hornets in your house, let me know as well. Saints game in New Orleans, yeah. What? That's awesome, Jerry. Yeah, I think I remember when you said you were at the game that day. That's really cool. That sounds really fun. Yeah, it's so fun going to those big games. Like, if you're not like a really big sports person. Yeah, the hornets are inside because I had the window open. We don't have screens. And then one flew in and I caught it in the, I just put the blinds down so at least be like kind of trapped in there. And then two more flew in. I thought there was just one, but there's literally three. There's one in each. Can't see them, but there's one in each set of blinds. So I'm hoping eventually, I can still see the one in there. I'm hoping they'll fly out because I am actually terrified right now. So pray with my hands too. If I ever lost a hand or a finger, for sure I'd be yelling more for the fact that I wouldn't be able to play as well. Oh yeah, it would be the pain of the loss of that. Like there's nothing really more valuable to me. Like having like cut off my legs. Like I don't care. Well, I don't want anyone to cut off my legs, but other than lose a hand or a finger or anything, it would be just like the worst. Or even just an injury, because you can not be the same after. So I never ever want anything like that to happen. Okay, if I don't have any questions, I just might start playing the WC. I'm kind of excited. I think I definitely started learning this when I was like 17. Like it's really familiar, and these are the Post-its I remember having in my old books because those like sticky things didn't exist yet. So I just had Post-its in my like just janky, crazy books, as one does. At what age did you start playing? So I started, I think someone asked this earlier, I think sort of my anniversary of playing is at the end of August. I started playing when I was 4.5, almost 5. My birthday's in October. So this August I will have been playing for 26 years. So also tells you how old I am. So yeah, that's been a long time. But yeah, good question. I think, and just going back to the earlier thing, I think the most important thing is consistency. So even if you're, practicing twice a week, but if you're practicing twice a week for 26 years, that's however many hours, right? Do you offer lessons also online? Oh, it disappeared. Do 20-year-olds like me? Lessons for counterpoint polyphonic music. Yeah, so I do have an option again on my Patreon channel where you can purchase like a online lesson. It could be either through Skype or potentially iMessage or not iMessage, FaceTime or something like that. So there's an option to purchase one of those, obviously at a mutually agreed upon time. Yeah, I'd be very, very into that, and yeah, I can teach people. So let's see. I very rarely rage quit piano pieces, but I've rage quit Chopin. The Chopin etudes are so hard. Some I've played number 1, C major. I've played, I think it's number 12, the Revolutionary. I've worked on the Ocean. And I've played the A flat one. A flat, and I think I've played one or two more, or at least like learned them. They're incredibly challenging. Yeah, they're insanely hard. So don't feel bad, and you can sort of get them, but then you have to get them like fast enough, and it's just like insane. And then you go on YouTube or Spotify or something and listen to a world famous pianist play it at like lightning speed, and you're just like horrified that you're still just crawling through this piece. So yeah, the good thing is there's always a long way to go on those. You can really work on them a lot. So that's kind of a sort of a silver lining with those guys. Yeah, so feel free to fire away. We're at 51 minutes, which is pretty cool. I think the last AMA went for about 2 hours, I feel like. I don't know if I want to do 2 hours, but if the questions keep coming, I'm prepared to sit here. Thank you. November 1st, I'm focusing mainly on the exam repertoire. Absolutely. Nice. Cool. Sounds really cool. Yeah, and if you haven't, I think I've said this once already in this stream. If you haven't already, sorry, I got a crick in my neck all the time. You can go back and check some of my earlier videos. You kind of see the progression, both in my playing and in maybe the style. I think the quality of the recording is basically the same. I think I got a new iPhone at some point through the ages there, but my very first video, if you can find it, there should be an option where you just look at them by date. I think it's from 2006 perhaps, but I believe it was recorded just with a little digital camera, because smartphones didn't quite exist yet, I think in 2004. So it's pretty old. That's about 15 years ago at this point. So that's my very first video on here. Yeah, and I didn't know I'd have a channel. I actually forgot about it and forgot that existed for a really long time. So that's kind of cool if you feel like digging that up. So I saw that kind of on more of D minor concerto. Oh, are you talking about the Chaconne in D minor? Or the the keyboard concerto. Yeah, I should pull that one out again. I'd sort of learned it's very hard. I should stop saying that about all the pieces. Challenging. Yeah, I definitely should pull out both of those pieces again. It's hard to play the piano and do yoga at the same time. One video I saw. That was so funny. I think that was shortly after one of my yoga teacher trainings, and I was just feeling like really, really flexible. And I had just started my sort of like yoga business, and I just thought it'd be funny. I don't know what I was thinking, but maybe it's goofy. I don't know. And then I just bailed. I just cut it off because partway through, I was like 3/4 of the way through the piece, and my legs just started giving out, and I just could not stay there anymore. The ligaments were just like pulling, and they were just so tight that I just had to like, obviously the part's not in there, but I had to just like pull my legs up and like get out of there because it was really intense. So that one's really funny. I think that's the Bach piece as well. I think that's the Italian concerto, which isn't really a concerto. It's just called that, which is very, very confusing. But yeah, the D minor, excuse me, the D minor one. back on my list. That would be another fun one to hopefully record the whole thing. I think I just did those little mini excerpts. A bunch of those come from my Instagram channel. So for a while I was just posting little snippets on there, and some of them back in the day you can only post 20 seconds on your Instagram. Now it is 1 minute, I believe. So a lot of these come from there. Yeah, anything else pressing? Super scared of these bugs. I really don't want this little one that's coming over to be scared or get stung. I remember it was in 2017 when I first. You've been subscribed since 2017, Jerry? That's crazy. That's like 2 years. That's awesome. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, if anyone has any suggestions for sort of how to gain followers, or how to like places I could post videos, or if anyone would like to share videos or post videos somewhere, it's all definitely very helpful to me. Which you like more, cats or dogs? Dogs. But I like rabbits most. So it goes rabbit, dog, cat, other. I don't know. I don't know what my options are. Good question. Thank you. It was in 2016. That's crazy. That's like 3 whole years ago. I don't even remember what I was posting back then. Probably not very much. And I don't even know. Wow, thank you so much for tuning in, and yeah, I really appreciate you coming and staying up late just to watch this. And yeah, I really appreciate that. Thank you, and yeah, keep in touch about if you want some advice there. I don't not like cats. I just like rabbits and dogs more than cats. I'm also really allergic to cats, so I've never really had the chance to really get to know them as a species, because I just get so allergic. I get so sick when I touch them, or they come near me, or they're on my clothes, or just generally inhale catness. I'm also allergic to rabbits and kind of to dogs too. So yeah, I'm not really the best at animals, although I love like all animals really. But, yeah, kind of cute mammal. I am all over that. I think most people are. So. You can also ask me stuff that's not music related. Well, cats and dogs question was just keep it appropriate. I think I had to block a couple people from saying weird things. So don't be like that, please. Yeah, so you can also follow me on YouTube, which you're following. Follow me on Instagram, which is just my name, Taylor Winfrey. You can follow me on Patreon, which is my name, Taylor Winfrey. I usually don't add YouTube friends onto my Facebook. Just I keep my Facebook just for like family and people I know in real life. But yeah, I'm considering making a Facebook sort of page. So when I was little, I loved watching cartoons. Do you? Yeah. I don't know the last time I watched a cartoon. I think now I'm at like more adult cartoons, you know, South Park, Family Guy, Simpsons, those kind of ones. But I definitely have really good memories of watching like Saturday morning cartoons as a kid. It's like a rite of passage, I think. Do you still watch SpongeBob? I'm 23 and still watch it. That's funny. I was sort of a little too old for SpongeBob when it came out. So if you're 23, I'm a little bit older than you. Yeah, I would have been just almost too old. Like I've seen it. It's like funny, and there's so much stuff in it now. It's like actually quite adult, and you don't realize it until you're older. But yeah, I never quite got on that train because they were a little bit too old. I kind of missed that one. And Rick and Morty, I think I've only seen a couple times. It's fine. It's not really super my humor. Do you like Looney Tunes? Yeah, I loved all those ones. Definitely. Chocolate or vanilla? Really depends. I like both. Can I have both? No. Sorry, sometimes a message pops up. If you really have a pertinent message, you can do a super chat and it will stay highlighted, and then I'll actually be able to read it fully, because sometimes like 5 or 10 come through at the same time. Okay, so you're suggesting the tutorials. Yeah, I'm thinking I'll do more of those. Maybe do some more popular ones, like I can do Moonlight Sonata for Elise, like do those really, really famous ones. And those are actually really fun to make, because I basically teach teach the piece to the camera, and yeah, they're actually quite fun. So maybe that'll be one of my next ones, and it's easier in some ways. I'm obviously used to teaching, and it's not as high pressure as some of the others where I have to sort of perform. So that's a really good suggestion. Thank you. Remember Nicktoons and Doug and Rugrats, like Ren and Stimpy. Yeah. If I remember Rugrats. Ren and Stimpy, I think I was too young or something to be allowed to watch that. And I watched that as an adult, and I was like, this show is so weird. But some of those I definitely remember. I'm also in Canada, so we didn't have Nickelodeon, I don't think, like when I was really young. So we probably had some different stuff. It was definitely different in the 80s and 90s, just what was available. There was no Netflix. You know, the internet wasn't really a thing yet, just starting to be. So yeah, different time to be around, to be growing up. So cool. I can see we've had 45 viewers already on this AMA. That's so cool. Or at least 45 views. Might be people coming in and out of it, but that's really cool. Cool. All right, anybody else? Now's when I start to do the countdown. So I'm like, if no one asks a question in the next 2 minutes, then I'm shutting her down. So I'll give you 4 minutes. So if there's anything else, or if it picks up again, I know some people might just be tuning in, as now it's 3 p.m. Pacific, which would be about 6 o'clock Eastern time. So I know I'm catching people who are getting off work and such, and I'm probably losing people who are in Asia and Europe, because those people are asleep. So how disappointed were you in the Game of Thrones finale? I was so mad. Okay, I think this should be its whole own video. Does everyone have like a Game of Thrones rant on their YouTube channel? I think it doesn't matter what kind of channel they have. Everyone's just like so angry about that. I love that show, and I love the books, and I love the characters, and I love season 7. I thought season 7 was fine, and then season 8, I just don't know what happened. I'm not necessarily mad about what happened. I'm just mad about like the lead up to things and sort of how things transpired, which made no logical sense. The writing was just nuts. The characters lost their characterization, and just it felt really, really rushed. I think that was the worst part. Like things just didn't make sense. Like it's like no one was thinking, right? So that's definitely what I had a problem with. And it's just, you know, I don't want to give any spoilers out on here in case someone hasn't seen it, but yeah, for me it's like not what happened, but it's how it happened, and I expected to feel more, which I did not. So yeah, I don't want to say too many spoilers, but it just like I was fine with what happened if there had been more of a build-up, if it had made more sense. Like it was just all of a sudden change, and then no, yeah, it lost the storytelling. There's something that just happened, and then the ending, you know, they're choosing someone, and it takes 2 minutes after 10 years of this show, you know, and however many years have passed in their actual in their land, you know, in that time scale there, and after that they're just like, okay, this was how, like, it's just, yeah, I'm not happy with how that went. Not what went, but sort of how it went. So I'm really, really looking forward to the books. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it anymore because I'm going to get too upset. Do you have any opinion on Suomi people, Finnish people? Had to ask since I am one. I don't know if I've known anyone specifically Finnish. I'm sure they're nice. I think you're nice. So yeah, don't know. I'm sorry. I sung in Finnish. It's a very different language. Finnish is the one with all the extra like consonants and vowels, right? It's like very different from anything else, any other European language, and English, or even yeah, other languages that I've sort of have knowledge of. It's very different, but I think Finnish people are probably great. I've never been. I'd like to go. It seems like a really cool place. Any tips on a way to increase flexibility while playing a mixture of ARPs that consists of black and white keys? Might sound lame, but I was struggling with that. Okay, so if you're doing arpeggios, I think I should just do an AMA that's like a live tutorial. So if you're doing arpeggios, I like to do what I call a pivot. So this is my right hand, obviously I'm facing you. So let's say it's just C minor, something to start with. So you have your C, your E flat, and your G. I would hold the middle finger down on the G, and then the thumb, I play C, and then I'd rotate, pivot the hand, so it goes C to C, and I just do that like, I don't know, 10 times or something. Try to practice that pivot, and then you can do it the opposite way. So thumb on the higher C, and then pivot the middle finger around, so E flat, E flat, E flat, E flat, E flat, E flat. I would do things like practicing solid chords, basically practicing every small part of the structure rather than just bashing through it. So you're actually training your hand in the motion it needs to do, which like sounds obvious, but clearly it is a very challenging thing to do. You can even practice like if you hold your thumb and then you do index and middle finger or whatever triad it is, or arpeggio it is, to yeah, practice sort of the units, practice the smaller parts in chunks, and then yeah, you're practicing those actions, because a lot of time it's like the rotation and just yeah, training, if it's the middle finger or something, training that where to land. Okay, so that's my answer there. If we're lucky, we'll get Winds of Winter in 2045. I really thought at the end of the series, I'm gonna stop talking about this because it just makes me really mad. But I really thought that at the end of the series, it was gonna be like the end. It was gonna be like, oh well, that kind of was terrible, and then it was gonna be like a promo, George R.R. Martin, like for sale, July 1st, Winds of Winter. I would have freaked, but that was also a letdown. So yeah, it was really too bad. Like I just, yeah, I've high hopes for the books. I think they're going to be incredible. So yeah, I'm not really that into too many series. Like I don't even really watch that much television or that many like movies and stuff, but just certain things. Like if I'm into it, I'm really into it. I'm very invested in the characters, in the story. So when it doesn't go very well, I yeah, get pretty heated, I think. So it's a lot cooler in here with the blinds shut. I probably should have done that in the first place, and then I would have avoided Hornet Central. God. All right. Hey, you got your 4 minutes, and then people start asking questions again. This is what happens every time. And something else I'd love to ask, if it's if you haven't, and I don't want to, assume anything from anyone, but if you're able to go through my videos and give a thumbs up, or give a friendly comment, that is really helpful. It really assists, really honestly here, just assists my videos in getting higher ranked in the algorithm. So when people search, or when people are browsing, or it comes up in the suggested videos, mine are more likely to appear there. So the more the more engagement that I get, the more basically promoted the videos get within the site itself. So that's really helpful. And for those of you who do comment and like and do all those wonderful things, I really appreciate it, because it really helps this work. And hopefully I'm at about 2,000 or maybe 2,400 followers now. I'm hoping to get up to 10,000, 50,000, 100,000, which would be really cool. So yeah, Oh yeah, I just put it back. Just it was. Sorry, I'm actually really really warm. I'm getting it cut a little bit in a couple of days. Just trimmed. Just I start to find it gets really warm in summer, and I'm pretty sure hair grows faster in summer. Or am I just crazy? I just don't know if it's the sun or the heat. It just maybe it just feels more annoying. I really don't know. Are you excited for The Witcher? Okay, crazy story. Get this. So I just finished The Witcher 3, which is the only Witcher I've played. I just finished playing The Witcher 3. Well, the main quest, again, I'm not going to do any spoilers here, but the main quest on Witcher 3, I've also bought the expansions of it, which are amazing, so I'm playing through those, but I just finished the main quest, the main game on Witcher 3, and at the same time, my boyfriend was like, oh, check this out, and it was like Netflix, new original series. I was like, okay, it's like some show, and then it started showing it, and I was like, what the heck, and it was, his name Henry Cavill, in the Witcher outfit, and I just like, it didn't like register for a second, and I was just like, what is this? And then, yeah, the Witcher series is coming, and I didn't even know that was being made, and I'm really, 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 really excited. So I love all that kind of fantasy stuff. Like it's 100% up my alley. And I couldn't even believe it, because that game's a few years old now, so it's not like it just came out, but the fact that they're turning that into a show, I am very, very excited, and he looks very, very good. So I'm very pumped for that one. I'm hoping it's better than the ending of Game of Thrones. So yeah, thanks, Jerry. Thank you. So now we have 9 people tuned in. I keep thinking like, okay, I'm gonna just do like 5 more minutes, and then it always like it comes in waves, and then more people tune in. So if you are just tuning in, feel free to ask a question. It's called Ask Me Anything. Please, of course, keep it, appropriate, fairly family friendly. And if you do have a really pressing question or something that's a little bit longer, there is a super chat option, and that will allow the message to stay highlighted and sort of up for whatever amount of time you select. So it's actually easier to see it. Sometimes there's a bunch that come through, and it's hard to sort of manage all of them. So if there's anything pressing, just let me know. Ectothermal puppy, you should compose a piece for the hornets in your house. Ugh. They're so scary. Like, I don't even know where they came from. Like, there must be a nest or something nearby, because all of a sudden there's a whole bunch of these. Like, I've never seen them around here. It doesn't make any sense. Even though I'm straight, Henry Cavill's a man crush. I know, right? Like, in that, like, Witcher outfit, I was like, yeah, like kind of embarrassed watching that in a way. I was like, what? No, I am like beyond excited. I really like when there's a show and there is a attractive male lead. I'm not trying to objectify anyone, but in a lot of shows, I mean there'll be lots of beautiful women in that show too, of course, but yeah, it's nice when the guys are something nice to look at as well. Then I think everybody's pretty happy. So that's my opinion on that. I think I might be getting a bit hungry, so I'm getting a bit silly. But, yeah, again, for those who have just tuned in, you don't have to be shy. You can ask any question you like. I feel like this always happens. There's a bunch of people tuned in, and it's the same 2 or 3 people that are asking the questions. So that's really funny. I can't see who it is. I can just see the number at the top. I think you guys might be able to see that as well, which is too funny. And again, feel free to support me. There's a few ways you can. The easiest one is to watch my YouTube videos and leave comments, leave thumbs up. If you're watching this and you're the thumbs down person, please stop. I think there's one or two people that keep religiously watching my videos and giving thumbs down, and I'm like, why are you following me if you're giving me a thumbs down? I don't understand. So that's you. You can fess up or just stop doing it. I don't know why that's happening, but it's kind of funny. Yeah, you can also follow me on Instagram, which is kind of neat. I just share some different things, day-to-day stuff on there. It's just my name, Taylor Winfrey, and I also have a Patreon channel. I linked it down below here, and I linked it somewhere in the live chat if you wish to support me there. I'm working to get some better equipment so I can make some better videos, higher quality. So Oh, thank you very much, puppy, for tuning in and for all the support. So thank you very much. And yeah, have a good sleep. Thank you for those who've stayed up way past their bedtimes to tune in. It's really awkward because I think I mentioned this earlier. We're in different time zones, so no matter what I do or what time I choose, it's always going to be awkward for someone. So thank you for tuning in, even if it was at a less convenient time for you. Okay, people recommend Mendel's Prelude B minor. This Opus 32 set is surprisingly not that difficult for me. No easy rack pieces are still difficult. I think I've played that one. It's in, let me just find my book. I think it's at the very back of the Rachmaninoff book that I have, and it's a slow one, I'm pretty sure. Rachmaninoff Prelude, right? Not Etude. Etude. I think it is, oh God, not that one. B major or B minor? This one's B major. I don't think that's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of this one. Is that the one? This one's Allegretto. I'm thinking of this one, but maybe it's something different. So many. Yeah, I have played through all the ones in this book. This one's also B major, but B minor. Sorry. Oh, I think I've tried this one. This one. I don't think these are in any particular order in this book. I think it's this one. Yes. I don't think it's to type. We should show when someone is typing, because sometimes it's tricky to know if someone's writing something and you're still talking. Yes. Okay, cool. I definitely tried this one, I think. That'd be nice. Yeah, I think I might start playing through some more of these. All of these are challenging. I mean, this whole book is crazy. Yeah, I mean, he was clearly a genius, so yeah, this stuff is just nuts. I think I missed a few messages during that. Oh, yeah, so I think I'll give it maybe about, we're at 76 minutes, so I'll give it maybe to 80 minutes, and excuse me, if some messages, some more questions come through, I'll continue to answer those, but it starts to wind down, that is also okay. Thank you all again for tuning in and watching me scramble on Hornet Day. Oh, it's flying around in there. I think there's another one. They're just so scary. And of course it's right by the piano of all places. Like, it's not like, you know, on the other side of the room, and I can kind of quarantine things. So hope my poor student is okay. Promise me you'll think of us in a couple hours. So I try to deal with this before she gets here. So there's always something crazy that happens. I don't know why. Life's just like that, I think. So yeah, if anyone else has anything else pressing they'd like to ask, you're welcome to go for it. Otherwise, I might. Thank you. Yeah, she's probably just terrified too. So. It's cool because I can see the analytics as well for everyone that's tuned in. Oh, thanks, Jerry. Yeah, you guys are all my favorite. I don't have a favorite. Everyone's really nice, and I thank you again for all the support and the kind words, and just yeah, being the nice people I talk to sometimes. You know, I've never met you in real life. It's kind of crazy. The internet in the future is a pretty cool thing. We can communicate instantly, you know, anywhere in the world. It's never happened any other time in history. Uh-oh, the wind's blowing. Okay, let me deal with that. Uh-oh. That is terrifying. So thanks again for everyone who has tuned in. And if you do have a pressing question that you forgot to ask, or you're watching this on the playback and there's something you'd like to ask, feel free to write that in the comments down below, in the main comment section, not the chat. I don't think the chat will come up again, but in the main comments, and I'll do my best to answer there in the comments. And if you have comments in other videos I haven't responded to yet, I will get to those eventually. It just takes a while to get through those. So yeah, thanks again, and yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you soon. Take care.